Hey everybody, it's Lalate for Thursday, and just finished recording your videos, which will be uploading shortly. It's a little bit past 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Some great stuff today. EIDL loan, EIDL grant, PUA, second stimulus check, and some business tips for how to deal with a business shutdown, especially if you're a retail business. We're going to be answering some really fascinating questions. So watch for that business tip story. Now, for all the other stories, we're answering all your questions from Wednesday's videos in today's Thursday recording. Every single question you asked. So stay tuned to the very end if you answer a question. There's some bombshells in there. We're covering everything from that March 30th vortex, that 330, 331, and April 4th vortex, the EIDL grant and application. We're answering the question about whether you get a loan, EIDL loan before grant. How do you get a grant thereafter? Who do you do? What do you do? We're covering the second stimulus check trouble that's erupting in Congress today. Early in the week we were talking about it, we're all getting a second stimulus check now, and 80% of Americans' households polled by CNBC say you're entitled to a second stimulus check, that you want a second stimulus check, that you want it to come by direct deposit, but members of Congress don't want you to have it. A lot of great, shocking developments today. And then PUA. A lot of big new developments on PUA from a technical standpoint. Several states have had problems processing payments. So we're answering your questions in a lot more states than just California for PUA. So stay tuned for that as well. But on the EIDL stories, the grant stories running time is about 30 minutes, and the EIDL loan story running time is about 40 minutes. Stay with it for the very end because there are bombshells through both of them. We're reading your comments live and answering them live during the taping. So we're not actually seeing a lot of your comments ahead of time, with the exception of one or two of you. So we're going to be surprised when we see it. And boy, there's some shockers. Couple questions coming in. Are you live? We are live. Has Kentucky started PUA? It has. We've heard a lot of problems about Kentucky with its PUA process. Texas, Florida have not gotten their acts together. They're the worst on getting PUA's process. Hawaii apparently is processing PUA starting in 2 days. Alabama has been great. California has been great. Arizona is a hot mess, and we're detailing that exclusively tonight. Some of these processes are whether the portals will open, whether the computers are failing, independent contractors coming in to process these PUA applications. I received I received a $1,000 grant and $34,000 deposit today at the same time. Well, great to hear that, Selena. Oh, and thank you for all your comments. A lot of you, what we're asking today on the grant story is, hey, Hawaii, free soul. I just got an invite 4 minutes ago. Low loan amount. We've never done this live with the chats on the screen. They appear and then they disappear. It's sort of strange. But what we asked today on the EIDL grant story and loan story is, why is your grant coming after your loan? And is it coming because we told you to call SBA and say, thank you for my loan, now where's my darn grant? Or is it because it was just already coming that way? So drop comments when you watch tonight's Thursday videos on loan and grant, indicating why your grant came after your loan. Was it because you pestered SBA, or was it because of something else? Hey, Ricardo, thank you for tuning in. And Selena got $10,000 and a $34,000 grant. Oh, see, I can scroll up and see stuff. Hey, Samantha, thank you for tuning in. Oh, so now I can see wow, there's so many comments so quickly. Norma just got an invite 2 months ago. Well, thank you, Norma, for tuning in. Norma, no advance. Stay with it, Norma. And we read your comments on camera tonight, Norma. Selena, we read you too. And Free Soul, we answered your questions tonight in tonight's recording. Mark Salmons, stay with us. Karos Tovar, I remember that name. Thank you for Free Soul. Thank you for your kindness. Um, Norma May just got an invite 4 minutes ago. Low loan amount. Oh, Norma, so you were one of the commenters we read earlier today that they were frustrated, hadn't gotten anything. Well, I'm glad it's working out for you. Uh, China chat art.
My credit was pulled 5 minutes ago, but no email or nothing. P.S. I applied for an EIDL on 4/7, got $1,000 grant on 4/28. Just got my Experian credit score pulled 6/77. Please say I'm. P.S. I'm self-employed. Any thoughts? I think you're fine. I see. If I click the button, which is really sort of rude because my fingers on the screen, I assume, I can see your comment. So basically, if you got the EIDL grant on 1/7, um, then you should receive the loan offer about now. It's been too long. I would not be worried if I'm reading this correctly. God, this screen is sort of small. Heartfelt. Hey, Heartfelt. Thank you for your kind comments. D, at least you got $10,000. True. I believe today I called and yelled and hung up. 30 minutes later, credit was pulled. So they pulled your credit after you yelled at them. Wow. Or they yelled at you. First live preview, dude. You rock. Well, thank you. I mean, we have been live before, but there weren't any comments. Now there's 41 of you in the room. My goodness. I called SBA all the time. They don't even give me answers. D, you got to stay with them. It's frustrating. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. Uh, Shannon. Hey, Shannon, we answered your question on tonight's recording as well. Now, my question is, what can I do with it? Do you know if I have to follow any guidelines? Thank you for your advice. If you're referring, Selena, to the loan, and that's come up, there was actually twice asked that in the comments. Don't know the answer. I would look at the SBA's portal website as to how you're supposed to use the loan. I'd also look at the DocuSign document. I mean, the DocuSign document is the most binding agreement between you and the parties. It's a loan agreement. It's a loan agreement. It should say in the loan what the loan is for. So look at the loan agreement. I assume when you got the DocuSign at the end, when you signed it, you downloaded it. If you didn't, go back and click in, and you could still download the document. Open the DocuSign. Now, if you're talking about the grant, the grant is yours, and it's yours to use and for your business in the way that you feel is appropriate in regards to COVID-19. Wow, there's so many comments here. Oh my lord, 50 Jeez, this was supposed to be a preview. Uh, I just Tom Platt. I just called again and they say nobody looked, and it's since it's verified. Wow. I called Tuesday. I feel like it helped. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Norma. It was, and in the video you'll watch tonight, I guess it's the loan video. You were the one that we said, hey, stay with it. And I felt your pain. And I said, don't give up. Someone else had a lot of pain in their comment. And I said, don't give up. Shannon, this is so awesome. Well, thank you. I hate the live recording because it makes the face look reversed. So how for some reason when you do YouTube live, everything looks completely reversed of how it actually is. 3.75 for the EIDL loan is a little high. For each go up may not be such a bad idea. Yeah, 3.75 is a very high rate for a loan. The good thing is it has no repayment penalties. So if you don't want it after a while, just give it back. Or if you get another loan from some other mechanism, then give it back as well. Great job. Well, thank you, Aaron. Best time is early in the morning. Yes, exactly true. You guys rock. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Norma. How's the grant? Your channel rocks. Shannon, thank you, Shannon. True, advance. Nothing else. Finger cross your channel. Love your channel and updates. Well, thank you, True. So you got the advance on April 30th. I'm sorry, my fingers on the screen. I guess that's the only way you read these things. So no loan yet. Yeah, don't worry. Stay with it. The loan offer will come if you want the loan. Lorenzo, love the channel. Thank you, Lorenzo. Selena, thank you. You're welcome. China Cat, you're the best. Love you. Well, thank you, China Cat. We read your comment on air tonight, so watch the video. It'll be up in about I would say 2 hours, but for some reason the uploading time on YouTube has been very slow the last 2 days. What are your thoughts on Mark Cuban wanting one $10,000 card sent out and people having 30 days to use it? Mark Cuban has a lot of good points. Some of them I agree with, some that I don't. I don't know if I agree with this one. My comment for Mark Cuban that I really like lately is he said, well, these call centers for the government, they say they're understaffed. Cuban's response was, well, then hire people that will need jobs, which is a great point. I mean, I'm tired of hearing governments saying that that call centers that they operate are understaffed, but then complaining about unemployment rates. Well, then give people that want those jobs those jobs. Those are great jobs. Call center jobs are great jobs, and they're not. A lot of people can do it. It doesn't require a lot of skill. As we know, no shade intended. Tom, I should add the only mistake the SBA made was that I one digit my routing number. Look at my comment above about the one you commented. Oh, Tom Pratt. I called again and nobody has looked at it and since it's verified. Awful, Tom. Awful. Um, Norma, thank you. God bless. Thank you, Norma. I'm wishing good wishes to everyone. Salinas, and if I pronounce it with someone in tonight's recording, call me out because pronounce his name wrong. Sam. I mean, how can I pronounce Sam wrong? I don't think I pronounced his name wrong. uh, it's still you though. Yeah, well, yeah, but my face is reversed in this video, and the quality is bad. And it's dependent on the Wi-Fi. Small business nonprofits are both shutting. So if you're tuning in tonight and watching the new uploads, and you have a small business, please watch our business tips video. It's our second sort of entry into how we're going to answer your questions. It may be tagged with a certain title as a small business tips, but it's basically if you have questions regarding your business, please jump into that video and comment, and we will respond to your comments about small business help on Friday's video. So when you watch tonight, all the videos upload, one of them will have something like small business tips. Please watch that video and drop your comments, and we'll answer them on Friday. Oh my God, 73 of you. Carlos, $9.99. What does that mean? You sent me you said $9. What was that, Carlos? I don't know what that means. I've watched you since day one. God no. Started watching you 2 days ago, and I got a loan offer. Thank you, LA. It's really helping. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. So I see what your comment is, Tom. So you say you did not type in your routing number, and they said you typed it wrong, and you think there's something going on. Interesting. There's a lot of people putting videos out there being staying at home orders. That's probably why it's so slow. Yeah. You know, it's confusing. Our first super chat, congrats. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be that. Uh 77 people in the room. This is insane. And if you folks like IG, Instagram, we can do it on Instagram as well, which is a lot of fun. We had done Instagram. Housing market in SoCal is going up. High demand, economy not so bleak after all that. Uh, and you can like the video. Wow. So anyway, hey, Elliot, any new updates of me opening the Eidl grant and loan for other businesses on new path? Yeah, we got that question 3 times tonight. And we answered that in the Eidl loan video that's uploading tonight, but I'll give you the preview answer is no. Really sad. Really, really sad. 88 people in the room. We love you, and you've been so helpful. Well, thank you. I love you too. It's been a really, really great group of people. There's been occasional people we've had to block. One person. One person early on. Well, I won't repeat the negative comment on air. That'll be another time. I called to update my Eidl bank information 2 weeks ago with their tier 1, but they still didn't have it updated. I'll call again tomorrow. I put in my personal bank account when I submit. Well, personal bank account is fine if you apply it as a solo, so you're fine. Hey, Henry. Hey, LA, your channel is the best. Well, thank you all. Thank you, Henry. Thank you. Almost is a good time to buy a house now. Mortgage rates are incredible. Mortgage rates are incredible. If you need a house and you need to live, yes, I would not rent. We could do a lot of videos for you about real estate. We just haven't done them because we thought it's very saturated on other channels. But absolutely, we could do videos. But drop your questions if you have housing questions. If you have questions like that, drop them in our business video uploaded tonight. You're the best to us. Well, thank you, Shannon. Anderson, do you check your Facebook messages? No. Great question. No. And now that Instagram, everything you post to Instagram appears on Facebook, it's just like a double whammy. It's like you have to be in two places at once. We check Twitter all the time. If you don't follow us already on Twitter, it's Lalate. There are other Lalate accounts that are for our sports and the other versions of Lalate. But the main Lalate account is at Lalate. Please, real estate market videos. Yes. Okay, when we'll do them. Beauty market. LOL. All right. SG is better. IG is better. Yes. Okay, we can do IG as well. I sent you money for the work you're providing info. Well, thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Really, really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you get alerts. It gives you alerts like what's going on now. And the alerts, I guess, come by email. And it also tells you when we're uploading stuff. Sorry that some of the videos have been uploaded at strange times the last few days. We're recording at the same times, but the upload speeds of YouTube have been sort of all over the place. So some videos have taken like 2 hours to upload. But thank you for the 107 of you in the room. Wow. All right. See you later. And we'll do this again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.